Hello, David Ellis with Proactive Dealer Solutions. Hope you all are doing really well today. We've been asked by a few folks if we would share the top 3 pro tips for helping dealers improve their interactions with their web leads. And so we want to go through that and just talk about it a little bit today. So number 1 is the meet. We want to meet that guest where they are, participate in their internal dialogue. So when we get that lead and it comes in, we've talked about for a really long time, we want to read the lead, then proceed. Answer the customer's question right away. Participate in their internal dialogue. And so if we look at the 3 different stages in modern retailing for a customer today, we have the vehicle selection phase, we have the trade phase, and then we have the credit application phase. And so understanding where they are, they've picked out a vehicle, they've unlocked pricing, they've also submitted their trade information. So what's most important to them at this point is the value of that trade. So let's start there and let's continue that conversation and let's answer their questions. That's going to move them further down funnel. It's going to let them know that they're talking with somebody that's listening to them, that's invested in what's important to them, and that's what's going to keep them engaged and make your time most useful for both you, your employees, and your guests. Step number 2, we want to move at the pace of the customer. Hey, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, I want you to know we're here to move at whatever pace is most comfortable for you. I'm sure at some point you're probably going to want to drive the car before you take possession of it. Just like we're going to want to spend some time to be able to get you a professional evaluation and get you top dollar live market value for the vehicle that you're considering selling to us. We can do that at any time you see value in that and whenever you're ready to do so. I see that you've already leveraged our online store. There's a few other things we could do if you're not ready to come in that I could save you some additional time. You just let me know what works best for your schedule and we'll make that visit very productive for you. Number 3 is the message. We want to communicate with the customer the way that they want to communicate, not the way that we want to communicate. If the CRM is telling us, hey, it's day X and you need to make a phone call. Well, we've been working this customer back and forth for like 3 weeks. They've never answered their phone and they've never called us back before. However, we've had several engaging text conversations that have been quite productive. So in terms of what's our next message or how do we want to communicate with that customer, instead of only looking at or getting in a box that it has to be a phone call today, in terms of touch point, let's maybe consider doing that. Let's look at what's our best touch point. What have they responded the best with? And let's use that as our method of communication. And then we earn the right to maybe move that conversation to a phone call if it makes sense to the customer and that's what they see value in. So I hope these 3 steps are able to help you out. If you need help implementing these steps into your process, we'd love to speak with you. Reach out to us. If you have some other questions about how you can improve in your modern retailing or any other efforts in your store, let us know. We'd like to hear from you. Hey, thank you so much for your time today. Make it a great day and finish strong. Bye-bye.